欢迎 welcome. Hey, it is great to spend some time with you again. Noodles, such a great invention. Almost every single culture has at least one favorite pasta dish. Yet, no one really knows who came up with noodle first. For the Chinese, they have had noodles for over 5,000 years. In fact, historians believe Italians got their first taste of pasta when Marco Polo returned home with exotic Chinese noodles. We're going to cook up some delicious noodles today. But first, let us take a little stroll just a few feet away from Leicester Square. Here I am, standing in the heart of London, Chinatown. Food is king here in busy London Chinatown. And around here, when they talk about the wonderful aroma, they probably mean one of 3 popular restaurants in the neighborhood. Within a short walking distance, the Lee family triples their success. And the specialty at Roma, noodles. This is the northern style hand pulled noodle. You turn and twist again and again. Making pulled noodle can use up more calories than an hour in the gym. And look, with each twist and pull, the noodles get thinner, and when they are the right size, the noodle maker cuts thousands of strands loose. Here is something that you don't see every day. The noodle maker is using a giant bamboo pole to press down on the dough. This kneads the dough faster, gives it a smoother texture, and creates noodles that are more chewy. This is old-style noodle making. The master has been doing this for more than 50 years. Now it's my turn to try. It isn't as easy as it looks. Boy, it hurts, you know. The sheets are nice and flat and ready. Cut. And fold them up. Most primitive way of measuring. See this? Like a fabric. Smooth. Now noodle making goes high-tech, a pasta machine. But machines don't make the best coils, so it is back to hands-on experience. And just what can you do with all the freshly made dough and noodles? The most popular way to serve them is in soup with homemade dumplings. Okay. Now I want to taste. Another popular dish is lo mein. The noodles are not served in soup, but by themselves. The chef drizzles in a little bit of sesame seed oil over it. Delicious. Kitty and Ken Lee are from a family in the food business around the world, in Asia, and in North America as well as England. And they run an award-winning restaurant. Fantastic food, especially the noodles. In Chinese cooking, noodles is a symbol of longevity. And we hope everybody get a chance to eat the noodle and live a long life. I'm using bamboo to knead my noodle, just like the master noodle maker in London, because my behind is still hurting from learning from the master. That's the reason why I changed the motion. You might ask me, why you use this bamboo to do it? Because you exert a lot of pressure to get all the gluten out, so the dough become more elastic. Now I have a beautiful piece of dough that I can make wonton wrappers, egg roll wrappers, and Chinese egg noodles. Now this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to make a classic. I call the gum lo wonton, means sweet and sour wonton with a lot of seafood, a lot of vegetable on top. It's just a one-dish meal, and yet it's very appetizing. So what I'm going to show you is, the first thing is I have, look at this, I have some wonderful scallop. You can use bay scallop or sea scallop. I cut into a little piece like this, butterfly, and I butterfly. And if you want, you can also butterfly. You see, you can butterfly several times, and then you can cut it right in half, so it's just the right size for our dish, okay? This is how you do butterfly. You hold on to your knife parallel to your cutting board, parallel, 1, and then 2, and then 3. Then you have all these butterfly. Then you stack them all up, and you go, what? Put it right here. Very, very simple and very easy. Then we're going to make our wonton. Show you how easy it is to make wonton. Here, I have some wonton wrappers, right? And then also, I have some shrimp. I'm going to marinate this shrimp with, this is chop up some shrimp, chop it up, put some cilantro, put a tiny bit of ginger and garlic, put a tiny bit of egg white, just a tiny bit of egg white, okay? And then, of course, also a tiny bit of cornstarch, salt, and pepper. This is all you have to do. And you mix them all up, okay? Add more into it. I make some ahead of time. Put them all together. Mix them all up. I'm going to show you how to make the wonton, okay? Very simple. This is it. One of these, use a spoon. Put it right here, okay? Just enough. Don't put too much, because I want to leave enough dough so we can deep fry it. You fold this in, okay? You put tiny bit of water here. You just flip this open like that. Then you have wonton like this, you see? And then you put it right here. Then you make another one. You can make a whole bunch of these ahead of time. You don't have to do it in the last minute. After you finish, you do this. Look at this. Twist this just enough, okay? Push this, and you have another wonton like this. Big enough, you see? Big enough. You put it right here. And then we're going to get ready some hot oil for deep frying. In the meantime, we stir fry all the wonderful vegetable. Turn on the heat, okay? And put a tiny bit of oil. Tiny bit of oil right here. Whoa, tiny bit of oil. Very good. And then we stir fry them. Stir fry the vegetable as well as the meat. The meat, you got to marinate it too. Tiny bit of white pepper, tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of cornstarch. Always marinate. And then you stir fry. Whoa, look at this. Nice and hot. Whoa. It doesn't take too long to cook. In the meantime, you deep fry your wonton. Oh, put them all over here and deep fry. Now, the wonton doesn't take too long to deep fry because it's nice and golden brown. Look at how beautiful this is. As soon as golden brown, you take it out, okay? And this is almost ready. Whoa. Put a tiny bit of these vegetable. Green and red bell pepper, pineapple, and onion. Whoa, this is very nice. Oh. And then I put the sweet and sour sauce with 1 portion of ketchup, 1 portion of sugar, 1 portion of vinegar. This is so beautiful. This is it. A kind of a home mixed soup stock. This is a very unique dish, a classic. Not too many restaurants now they serve, except you go to the old-timer Chinatown restaurant. When this is all done, this is nice and golden brown. Whoa. This is how, look at it, look at how beautiful golden brown this is. And I'm gonna take this out, a handful of these out. Well, what do you think? And I put this right over here, and I put a couple more over here, and then I take it over here and slide this right in here. Look at this. Slide in the whole thing. This is the beautiful golden brown wonton. Then you put this right on top. Look at it sizzling. Whoa, cẩm lỗ wonton. Very unique dish. And then of course, don't make a mess. Remove these, sprinkle tiny bit of sesame seed right on top. Cẩm lỗ wonton with the seafood sweet and sour sauce. I'm boiling some long noodle here. Long means, hey, this long. The Chinese believe longer the noodle, longer the life, longevity noodle. You see, this one is a little bit longer than the other. The other one is almost to the floor. That means you eat that, it will live up to about 144 years old. Very long noodles. Now, in the meantime, this noodle I've been boiling for about 3 minutes. A lot of people don't understand why. When the Chinese boil noodle, only takes about 4 or 5 minutes. And then when we do spaghetti, 20 to 25 minutes, because the Chinese noodle has less gluten. The Western noodle, like spaghetti, they normally, I'm going to put this over here. They normally use winter wheat, which has a little bit higher gluten, okay? This chopstick is a wonderful cooking utensil. Let it drain, and this is beautiful. Nice noodle. I'm going to put it right over here, okay? Beautiful. Just right over here. We're going to make a Shandong noodle soup. Okay? Then I'm going to show you the rest of the ingredient I'm going to put on top of the noodle. Here, I have wood ear. This is wood ear already soaked for about half an hour. This is the dry one. This is the soaked one. Soaked one is about 5 to 7 times bigger. Then I'm going to cut this up, stack them all up, save time. Do it together like this. One, you see? Just do it together like this. Very, very fast. And then put it right here, okay? And then, of course, we have some oyster mushroom. Beautiful. You don't want the stem. The big one you cut in half. The small one you keep it whole. For color contrast, I also use a kind of chili. In northern China, they use some chili, but a lot of garlic. So we put the chili over here. And this is garlic. They use a lot of garlic. We peel the garlic right here, and then mince the garlic. Mince the garlic, put it right here, and then mince the garlic and put it right here, okay? And then, of course, I want to have a tiny bit more Napa cabbage. You see? Tiny bit of Napa cabbage. And also dry shrimp and lily bud. This is lily bud when it's dry, okay? Gum chum in Cantonese. This is dry shrimp. Ha mai means dry shrimp. You soak the ha mai and you soak this so you get all the things together. And then I have some pork here, either pork or chicken or beef. I marinate with a tiny bit of soy sauce, a tiny bit of cornstarch, and a tiny bit of white pepper. Now, this is a professional trick. Before you stir fry, put a tiny bit of oil. You know why? Just like you add oil in your engine, lubricate so it's faster. Then when it's ready to cook, you put a tiny bit of oil. And then you put the garlic, the dry shrimp, and the pork together because it's fragrant, okay? You stir fry. Chopstick is such a wonderful cooking utensil. You stir fry. In the meantime, you know what I'm doing? I boil up some broth, some soup stock right here, okay? And get ready for my noodle soup. Look at that, nice and golden brown. Whoa. And then you put the rest of the ingredient in here. This is nice and golden brown. Because it's all shredded, it doesn't take too long to cook. You put all of these ingredients right here, because I like the color, contrast, okay? And then we stir everything up. Add the seasoning. Whoa, add a tiny bit of soy sauce, okay? Very nice. And a tiny bit of homemade soup stock. And then I slightly thicken this up like this. Oh, look at that. It's so colorful. You know, I want to make a little bit more sauce, a little bit more thickened. Okay, put it right in the middle where the boiling liquid is. This is so colorful, so beautiful. This is absolutely marvelous. And then when you serve, this is how you do it. First, you put a tiny bit of broth right over here. This is the Shandong style. Put a tiny bit of broth, and this is done. And then you put this right on top. Whoa, cover all my noodles. Cover all my noodles, you see? And then, of course, stick to my noodles too. And then, beautiful. Now this is the trick. When you serve, right before you serve, if you love raw egg, like somebody in Taiwan or in China, you put a raw egg right here. What you have is Shandong stir-fry soup noodles. I'm going to cut some long shred carrot here for my dish, for my another noodle dish. Put it right here, nice and long, okay? First you cut into thin slices, and then you cut into long strips like this. Look at it, beautiful, long strips like this. But anyway, here I have some pork. I'm going to chop this up, ground pork or ground beef or ground chicken will do. Hey, done, a food processor. When this is done, you marinate this over here. And you know what? I'm going to marinate a tiny bit of pepper, tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of cornstarch for rich color. I like to have a little bit of dark soy. But at home, you don't have to worry about it, okay? Then we're going to cook this meat sauce because we're making Zha Jiang noodle, okay? Very famous in many parts of western part of China. Okay, put a tiny bit of oil. Lot of garlic, lot of chopped garlic. Lot of chopped garlic, okay? And then the pork, or the beef, or the chicken. Stir. The trick is don't allow the oil to cook too much, otherwise it burns the garlic. So make sure you put it in. The Chinese call mang wok yum yao, means the wok is hot, the oil is just lukewarm. And then you put the bamboo shoot right there. Or chop a little bamboo shoot, put it right. This is the bamboo shoot. Look at this bamboo shoot like this, okay? And then you put this, stir. This is a one dish meal. Now the trick about this is make sure you have wonderful hot chili bean sauce. Or you can use chili garlic sauce, a lot of them. Okay? Extra soy sauce. Whoa! Extra soy sauce. And a tiny bit of extra broth because we'll make a sauce, okay? This is so beautiful. And then we thicken up. Whenever you thicken up a dish, always remember thicken up where the liquid is and stir constantly. Stir, stir. This is it. Whoa! From Bay Zha Jiang sauce, okay? Want to make sure this is nice. Whoa, that's it, that's it. The sauce is ready, and then we're going to show you how easy it is to serve this dish. Look at this. Here you have some noodles already prepared, okay? And then here I have some shredded, wonderful shredded carrot. This is a one dish meal. You know why it's so good? Because you got all the vegetable, and here you got green onion, cucumber, and Chinese, and also some chopped green onion. You can also use some cilantro. And then when this sauce is ready, you put the sauce right in the middle. The dish looks so wonderful. I cannot believe it. This is so easy to do. Oh, believe it or not, I have never seen anything so beautiful. And garnish it a little bit, and garnish a little bit more. Now, if you have some extra time, my recommendation is you can do some extra garnish. I have another knife like this, okay? And then I put this over here, and then, look at this. Now, this is what you should do. You use a knife, peel this. Oh, look at this. Look at that, huh? And then I cut this up. Hey, just like a little rabbit right here. Look at that. This is a simple dish to do. Now, another thing that you can do, if you have time, is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, you know what? Look at that. Everybody can do it, okay? This is the tail part of this. You can see how easy it is to do the dish. That means everybody can do this. The whole thing is done. And you know what? When this is all nice and ready, you put this over here, and then you can present it to your friends and family. This Zha Jiang noodle, just like Mom used to make at home. So good for you and so simple to make. Remember, if Yan can cook long live noodles, you can live a long and healthy life. Zha Jiang.